unless it's going to be huge gender confusion again, I don't know. It might just be like a male, but it's a future male, so it's like, oh, it makes sense really, but whatever. It made absolutely no sense. Alright, so I mean, you've got, I think you said Naholi at the top, and then Seawing, and then Siblea. I mean, it's so hard to put them into a category, because you got Siblea, which is for those aggressive players that like to have some, like, strength in their 2 stars and can do some serious damage to your opponent. Then you have your defensive guy that likes to go, well, I'm going to put some DR into my deck or whatever, so then you got Naholi there. But then you got Seawing, which is, I don't even know how to class this thing. It's probably defensive, but then aggressive.
Here's my opinion on it. Okay, Seawing's obviously the most aggressive of the 3, which is, he's like reverse aggressive, of course. But he can cause damage to your opponent, unlike the other 2. You use Siblea if your deck is more defensive, but you need some kind of poison and you're not using like part freaks or anything. If you need some kind of like thing to deal damage over time, you use Siblea. And if you are using an aggressive deck but want some backup, you use Naholi or that girl.
Yeah, it's quite I don't know really how to rate Seawing at all really, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'll let the fans discuss which is the best. I mean, which is your favourite 2-star out of the Vortex guys? Just put your comments below.
Post below in the comment section to tell us what your favorite Vortex 2-star is.
No, I will get slight discussion. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, let's move on to Dag, which is I think that's how you say it. Dag, and Dag at 4 stars is a 7/5 with plus 12 attack. So, what is your first opinions and first thoughts on it? Firstly, Sliffy.
It was weird. At first I thought it was a good 4-star, and then you asked me like, do you think Dag is worth it? And the more I think about it, Dag is actually really good, in my opinion. And here's why. Before you start like saying no, he's not or something like that. Here's why. Okay, Dag starts with a solid 7 power, which by itself is not bad. It's not the greatest, but 7 power isn't bad at all. And then he gets a plus 12 in attack. And now I compare this to a very popular card in Junks named Rowdy. And, Rowdy's played differently. He gets plus 20 attack. And, you don't play in the same way you use Dag. But at the same time, if you eliminate bonuses, Dag is better in every way compared to Rowdy. And Rowdy's a very popular 4-star for Junks.
Yeah.
He's not like second or third choices. He's usually the first, maybe second, compared to Gibson, and that's shaky. So I think Dag is a great card. He has Defeat too, which, Defeat is a very good bonus by itself. A lot of people don't realize this, and it has its weaknesses, of course, but it's a good bonus. So I think Dag is definitely worth it.
Yeah, it's interesting though. It's just like Seawing. It's hard to for me, it's hard to place where the hell this Dag thing. Because when I first saw it, I said like, oh, it's a Rowdy clone. Then went, hold on a minute, no, it's not really, because it hasn't got the plus 20 attack, whatever, which makes Rowdy so kind of used really for the Junks and everything. So I think the interesting thing is that the great thing about him is the plus 12 attack, which is so useful, and for a Vortex ability as well. I mean, we had D before for 3 stars, and everyone, even me and you included, we loved D, and D is still amazing and everything. But I mean,
yep.
With Dag, I don't seem to get the same sort of vibe out of Dag for some reason. I don't know what it is, but
as I told you before, it depends on which clan. You're not using mono. It depends on what your half decking was, unless you're using mono Vortex for reasons I don't know why. Like for a clan like Bangers, who had Blaster, Chalora, and Shogun, you probably won't have a reason to use that because they're debatably better than him. But in a clan like Roots, where they don't have very good 4 stars, Dag is a clearly superior choice. And if you need a 4-star, you definitely should use him.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at some deck that was posted by I think TNT Watts or something, or it might have been Maiden, I can't remember, but
I believe it was that, and if you're talking about the Roots one.
Yeah, the Roots one, yeah, and that was a very nice one, because it had the 14-star Vortex hand with like off-glin and all that. It was kind of good stuff and everything. And it also had the very defensive Roots half that also had Pact a Punch as well. So I mean, there's a lot of possibilities with using Dag as a good kind of, he's a solid 4-star, but then at the same time he isn't. I wouldn't say he's like metagame at all, really. I don't know. Something like
He's probably not great. Yeah, he's probably not as great as everyone keeps saying he is, but he is good.
yeah, he's good. He's the best. I mean, the thing we will agree on though is he is the best 4-star at the moment for Vortex.
Right. I don't think that's debatable. At least.
Yeah.
That's my
Unless you want to argue Drag's better, but or Dragon, whatever, I don't know what it is. But yeah, I wouldn't really, whatever. But I mean, yeah, I think we're both agreed that Dag is good, but then isn't overpowered, as everyone's saying, really. Alright, so, like, what's your kind of rating on Dag then?
I completely forgot what I originally gave him. I think it was a 9. But yeah, he's a 9, I think. Maybe 8.5 again, but I think solid 9, actually, now I think about it. He's the best 4-star of Vortex, so he's definitely going to be used if you need a 4-star for Vortex. What else can I say?
Yeah. I think, I'm just thinking about it now, is that he actually reminds me a lot of Malmuth, actually, thinking about it, but then Malmuth hasn't got the defeat thing, but whatever, anyway.
Aren't you the guy who really likes Malmuth in every video or something? Now that I think about it.
So is that Hellboy, did you say that?
Hmm?
What did you say there? Was it the...
Aren't you the guy that really likes Malmuth? Now that I remember.
Oh, yeah, Malmuth. Yeah, good times. Like, underused.
The guy who likes Malmuth more than Rowdy?
Yeah, I did actually, at one point, but we won't go into that. We must discuss this at some other time. I stopped liking Malmuth actually now because, just more shit came in, and I was like, oh, really? I'm just like, oh, forget you, Malmuth. Whatever, anyway. I don't know what I'm saying now. So yeah, I mean, my rating on Dag would be something like, I give him like an 8 or something, maybe. He's good, but he's not overpowered. That's just me, but he's a good card anyway.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
Yeah. Alright, so, the third review is, the Sentinel release, and everyone's been deeming this as Miss Clint City 2010.
He's so pretty! Oh my god!
Overwhelming beauty there, but whatever. Right, I think it's at 3 stars, it's a 5/3, with courage of +4 power. What's your first initial thoughts, firstly?
Card makes me sad for a million reasons. Now, let's get this straight. She's a fantastic art. We're gonna get that out of the conversation right now. She's fantastic art. She has a very great concept. And, Sentinel has very bad 3 stars, power-wise at least. Their most powerful card right now that's stable is Dayton. And he has a power of 7, and that's not very good compared to other clans.
Yeah.
So, if Katra was a 5/3 without courage, she would definitely be used a lot, I think, because of that. It's not solid per se, but that potential high power without the need for support or anything. And at the same time, she gets courage, and that hurts her a lot. And if she didn't have courage, if she was simply power +4, she would definitely be used. And then she also has the damage, which is only 3, and that really hurts, unfortunately. She doesn't have the normal 3-star damage of 4 that so many 3 stars before her have. Even Melvin has 4 damage, and he's a damage reducer.
Yeah. I think it's interesting though, because thinking about it now, actually, I think she's worse than John. Maybe.
You think so?
In terms, because courage and support, which one you want to choose with, I don't know. But I would probably say she's probably worse than John in. Forget it. I just forget what I was going to say there actually, but
maybe in the Elo metagame, because in the Elo metagame there's a lot of SOA DR out there. But I tested her mostly in DTs, and you don't see SOA all the time in DTs. And when there's no SOA on the field, she's actually pretty good, because sure, she's a predictable, like, you know you're going to play her first, and she's going to be attacking, so she's going to be first play, your opponent can react to it. But she's a 9/3 with attack +8. What are you going to do against her?
Well, the thing is with Catcher though, but although you've got your amazing 9 power, it's still only got 3 damage. Oh.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, yeah. I think Elo metagame absolutely rapes her, and then just, it just absolutely destroys her.
Whoa. We're the children, come on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Whoa. I think